guys, I got that 13.33. I have only done 30, but I'm not look at it. How many books am I down in this minute? In this case. So let's start reading. Then, right at the front of the train were an odd-looking man got out. He was short and blurry, and he had a beard rather like a soldier. His eyes were piercingly blue, and his thick hair was spiked with grey. He glanced up and down the platform and then beckoned to the porter. "That must be Mr. Reynolds," said Julian to Dick. "Come on, let's ask him. There's no one else it could be." The boys went up to the bearded man. "Are you Mr. Reynolds, sir?" he asked. "I am," said the man. "I suppose you are Julian and Dick?" "Yes, sir," answered the boys together. "We bought the pony trap for your luggage." "Oh, fine," said Mr. Reynolds. His bright blue eyes looked the boys up and down, and he smiled. Julian and Dick liked him. He seemed sensible and jolly. "Are the other two here as well?" said Mr. Reynolds, walking down the platform with the porter travelling behind with his luggage. "Yes, George and Anna are outside of the trap," said Julian. "George and Anna," said Mr. Reynolds in a positive voice. "I thought the others were girls. I didn't know there was a third boy." "Oh, George is a girl," said Dick with a laugh. "Her real name is Georgina." "A very nice name too," said Mr. Reynolds. "George didn't think so," said Julian. "She won't answer if she's called Georgina. You better call her George, sir." "Really," said Mr. Reynolds in a rather chilly tone. Julian took a glance at him. "Not quite so jolly as he looks," thought the boy. "Tim's out there too," said Dick. "Oh, and is Tim a boy or a girl?" inquired Mr. Reynolds casually. "A dog, sir," said Dick with a grin. Mr. Reynolds seemed rather taken back. "A dog," he said. "I didn't know there was a dog in the household. Your uncle said nothing to me about a dog." "Don't you like dogs?" asked Julian in surprise. "No," said Mr. Reynolds shortly. "But I dare say a dog won't worry me much. Hello, hello. So here are the little girls. How do you do?" Joyce was not very pleased at being called little girl. For one thing, she hated to be spoken of as little, and for another thing, she always tried to be a boy. She held out her hand to Mr. Reynolds and said nothing. Anne smiled at him, and Mr. Reynolds thought she was much the nicer of the two. "Tim, shake hands with Mr. Reynolds," said Julian to Timothy. This was one of Tim's really good tricks. He would hold out his right paw in a very polite manner. Mr. Reynolds looked down at the big dog, and Tim looked back at him. Then very slowly and deliberately, Timothy turned his back on Mr. Reynolds and climbed up the pony trap. Usually he put his paw out at once when told Tim, and the children stared at him in amazement. "Timothy, what's come over you?" cried Dick. Tim put his ears down and did not move. "He doesn't like it," said George, looking at Mr. Reynolds. "That's very strange. He usually likes people. But perhaps you don't like dogs?" "No, as a matter of fact." "No, I don't, as a matter of fact," said Mr. Reynolds. "I was once very badly bitten as a boy. And somehow, I've never managed to like dogs since. But I dare say your Tim would take Timmy soon or later." They all got into the trap. It was a tight squeeze. Timothy looked at Mr. Reynolds' ankles as if he would rather like to nibble them, and laughed. "Tim is behaving strangely," she said. "It's a good thing you haven't come to teach him, Mr. Reynolds." She smiled at the tutor, and he smiled back. She had very white teeth. His eyes were as brilliant blue as George's. Anne liked him. He joked with the boys as they drove him, and both of them began to feel that their Uncle Quentin hasn't made such a bad choice after all. Only George said nothing. She sensed that the tutor disliked Timothy. and George was not prepared to like anyone who didn't take to Timothy at first sight. She thought it was very particular, too, that Tim would not shake hands with the tutor. He's a clever dog, she said. She thought. You know Mr. Arnold doesn't like him, so he won't shake hands. I don't blame you, Tim, darling. I won't shake hands with anyone who didn't like me. Mr. Arnold was shown up to his room when he arrived. Aunt Fanny came down and spoke to the children. Well, he seemed very nice, youngish and jolly. Youngish, exclaimed Julian. Why, he's awfully old. Must be 40 at the very least. Aunt Fanny laughed. Does he seem so old to you? She said, well, old or not, he'll be quite nice to you, I'm sure. Aunt Fanny, we shan't begin lessons until after Christmas, shall we? Said Julian anxiously. Of course you will, said his aunt. It is almost a week till Christmas. You don't suppose we've asked Mr. Arnold to come and do nothing till Christmas is over, do you? The children groaned. We wanted to do some Christmas shopping, said Anne. Well, you can do that in the afternoon, said her aunt. You will only do lessons in the morning for the 3 hours. That won't hurt any of you. The new tutor came downstairs at that moment, and Aunt Fanny took him to see Uncle Quentin. She came out after a while, looking very pleased. Mr. Arnold will be nice company for your uncle, she said to Julian. I think they will get on very well together. Mr. Arnold seems to understand quite a bit about your uncle's work. Let's hope he spends most of his time with him, then, said George in a low voice. Come on out to our walk, said Dick. It's so fine today. We shan't have lessons this morning, shall we, Aunt Fanny? Oh, no, said his aunt. You'll begin tomorrow. Go for a walk now, all of you. We shan't often get sunny days like this. Let's go over to Curtin Farm, said Julian. It looks such a nice place. Show us the way, George. Right, said George. She whistled to Timothy, and he came bouncing up. The 5 of them set off together, going down the lane, and then onto a rough road over the common that led to the farm on the distant hill. After a good long walk across the common, the children came to the farmhouse. It was built of white stone and stood strong and lovely on the hillside. George opened the farm gate and went into the farmyard. She kept her hand on Timothy's collar. There were 2 farm dogs somewhere about. Someone clumped round the barn nearby. It was an old man, and George hailed him loudly. Hello, Mr. Sanders, how are you? Why, if it isn't Master George, said the old fellow with a grin. George grinned too. She loved being called Master instead of Miss. These are my cousins, shouted George. She turned to the others. He's deaf, she said. You'll have to shout till they can hear. I'm Julian, said Julian in a loud voice, and the others said their names too. The farmer beamed at them. And we'd like to do this, but I really want to do stuff.